Diagnosed with locally advanced or borderline resectable pancreatic cancer, stage 3. What does this mean? I'm Nicci and I'm one of the specialist nurses at Pancreatic Cancer UK. This video will explain what this diagnosis means, what happens next and where you can get support.
Was called back in, saw a different doctor because the guy I see was on holiday, and the lead nurse was in the room with him, and when I walked in I felt this doesn't look good really, because two people there, and he went through it all and he said it is cancer. He said not 100% sure, he said, but in our experience looking at what you've got, there is potentially a cancerous growth on your pancreas.
What the terms mean. Stage 3 cancer means that your cancer has spread outside your pancreas. It may have spread to the large blood vessels near the pancreas or to a number of lymph nodes. This is usually locally advanced cancer, but it may occasionally be borderline resectable cancer. Treatment options. Locally advanced pancreatic cancer. If you have locally advanced pancreatic cancer, it won't usually be possible to remove the cancer with surgery. You may be offered chemotherapy, sometimes with radiotherapy. This is to try to shrink the cancer, slow down its growth and control your symptoms. Borderline resectable pancreatic cancer. Borderline resectable cancer is cancer that has grown very close to the major blood vessels near the pancreas. You may be able to have surgery to remove the cancer, but it depends which blood vessels are affected and how close the cancer has grown to them.
They just said that there's a tumour on your pancreas, and then they said we don't know whether you can be operated on yet until we get the next scan, because they didn't know how close it was to your blood vessels. I mean, I didn't really understand, but they did explain it perfectly to me.
You may be offered chemotherapy. This can sometimes shrink the cancer enough to make surgery possible. Watch our videos on chemotherapy and surgery at pancreaticcancer.org.uk/videos. Second opinions. Different medical teams may have different opinions about whether surgery is possible. Ask your doctors to refer you for a second opinion from a different medical team if you want one. Don't delay your treatment whilst you get a second opinion, as it can take several weeks. And keep in mind that the second team's opinion might not be any different. Coping with a diagnosis of pancreatic cancer. If you have been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, you may be feeling shock, sadness and fear. This is normal and getting support can help. Talk to your nurse and medical team about how you feel.
I was given their pack with their cards, little cards with their name and numbers on. I can ring them anytime. They'll send me a text asking me how I am. And I found them really, really, really helpful.
You might find it helpful to speak to us on our support line. We are all specialist nurses and we can provide emotional support, talk you through what happens next and answer any questions that you have.
If you need to speak to the helpline, give them a ring, because that's what the staff and nurses are there for, and they just want to help. And it's a great service.
Contact our free support line on 0808 801 0707 or email nurse@pancreaticcancer.org.uk. You can also find us online at pancreaticcancer.org.uk.